Hello everyone, I hope all is well. Well, ever since these two grown people started dating, MichaelJordan and Larsa Pippen seem to have committed the crime of the century for some people. Now, his father was out somewhere in Paris, the great Michael Jordan, and the photographer asked him a question as it relates to whether he was in favor of the relationship. And he loudly decided to express his displeasure publicly. Now, he could have just gone along his way without responding, but he had time. So the person asked, "Hey, Mr. Jordan, what do you think of Marcus and Larsa Pippen together?" He laughed, and it's not alleged because I saw the video. He laughed, and then the person said, "Approve of it?" And then he said, "No." He proceeded into the vehicle, and then they asked him the question again, and he repeated, "No." Now, before I turn the tables and take off all the legs, we'll generously do some revisionary history. Months ago, Larsa Pippen was on the Tamron Hall show, and Tamron was asking her questions about the relationship and so on. Now, this is what she said. "I've recently been hanging out with Marcus's parents, but I don't really want to talk about them. I feel like it's not about my parents, his parents. They're all happy, our whole family's fine. I feel like it's more about where I am, where he is," Larsa told Tamron Hall. "I feel like we're in a great place. We motivate each other. We're really happy being together. And I feel like that's the most important thing." I went to check his age, and he's 32 years old. Larsa Pippen is 48 years old. Now, where's the crime? Now, what is wrong with this 48-year-old being with a man who's way past the age of consent? I mean, it might not be something you would do, but don't project. The thing about it is that the people who are attacking this woman with the most vicious intentions are women. And yet you women complain about the double standards that you are forced to comply with. Because what is acceptable for men is deemed taboo for women. If we date, because you're dating, you're called names. Whereas it's the process. But yet you women are allowing this situation to bring you to this place where you're condemning another woman. I mean, if I were Larsa, with what his father said, since he cannot control himself, now I would date him with a purpose. You understand? I would date him with a purpose. Yes, I would ensure that we spend a lot more time together, away from the children. Keep this man away from your daughters, because sometimes you women lack discernment. He's a young man. Nonetheless, he doesn't seem to be under duress. So what's the problem? All Marcus wants is to have the older woman experience, so let him have it. Well, you have to take control of this situation. Now, if I were you, I would say, Marcus, your dad does not have to approve of our relationship. We're grown. I know he loves you, but this is between the two of us. Listen, my charm would have been turned all the way up, full throttle, because now I think she should really pay attention. And the thing is, ever so often we see these older men. Some of them are, young in age, but they present much older. Matter of fact, they look like they've been around since the beginning of industrialization. But it's acceptable for a 60-year-old man to date a 20-year-old woman without condemnation. You can almost hear the resounding applause, and you can see the stares of admiration coming from other men. But yet this is not enough of a lesson, or I should say we have not had enough instances to effect change in the way we treat one another. And you know, cultural differences has a lot to do with how we present. So I am cognizant of the fact that because of our different cultures and indoctrination, we present differently. And some things will take time. You have to teach yourself new ways of being, you know. There's that, I believe in the inflection point in your evolution where change occurs. And you have to be conscious of that. However, you cannot continue to operate in a mindset that is defeatist. If it does not serve you positively, you have to remove yourself. You have to switch out from that and do things that will be beneficial to you. So women, exercising your options and being selective is part of the dating process. So don't allow anyone to shame you into settling if something does not serve you positively. Don't give up your power. Self-love. Now let's check out some of the comments that were left under this woman's pictures on her IG page. One person said, too much mileage on that, and that's a cat emoji. Another person said, this is so wrong on many levels. Someone else said, her poor kids don't get a break. The comments continued. You know, some people live to comment on people's lives, but we know nothing about them. Anyway, if you put yourself out there, you're likely to come up against the negative that the internet provides. Anyway, the thing is, I do believe that MichaelJordan should have opted out of responding to that question. Because listen, obviously his son is infatuated with this older woman. Now, if he's infatuated with this woman, why do you think that by you saying what you said, it would make things easier or better for the relationship? Because if she's upset, he will be upset as well. Because people are going to come for her. And they're going to come with from a more informed position. Because then they'll reference what his father said. Because they'll say, oh yeah, even your dad is not happy with you being with this woman. So I believe MichaelJordan, a man who has been around, who has had his own experiences, should not have inserted himself into this situation at this point. I fully understand where this is coming from. However, because this is the ex-wife of his teammate Scottie Pippen. Notwithstanding this, I would not express my displeasure for the relationship publicly.
I said what I said.
Anyway, as per usual, let's continue this conversation down in the comment section. And a gentle reminder, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel, okay? As always, stay safe and be self-aware, and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the